My fiancé, Irish goodbyed me at a bar and is now acting strange. Advice? This all started last weekend when we went to a very busy bar downtown. I was uncomfortable, as I typically don't love packed bars such as this one. I expressed this to my fiancé, and we ended up having some of his friends meet up with us. Things got a little better for me, as I consider them friends as well. After a while, I noticed my fiancé wasn't around us anymore, and so I checked my phone. He had texted me 20 minutes prior and said, "Let's leave and get dinner." I texted him to ask him where he was, and there was no reply. After calling him a few times, he finally answered and said he was outside the bar and then hung up. He wouldn't answer any of my other calls. I went outside, and after looking for him in crowds of people, I finally found him across the street and down the street about a block. He was standing by himself on his phone. I was furious and asked him why he left me and didn't answer his phone, to which he said, "I didn't leave you." I continued to ask questions until he just stopped talking. We didn't talk for the rest of the day. While I recognize he didn't completely leave me downtown, I was still shocked he even left the bar without having a conversation. It was really hard to find him, and while I searched for him, I was alone and drunk in a sea of strangers. Also, I was getting another drink when he left the bar, and I had asked if he needed one. He said no, but never said anything about leaving. Through the week, things kind of went back to normal, although I did text him once about it more calmly, trying to get clarity, and he never replied to my text. Fast forward to this weekend, he woke up and went to the gym while I slept in. He came back from the gym and found me awake, but still in bed, and he brought me a coffee, as he often does. I took my time to get up, and once I did, I realized he wasn't at our house anymore. I checked his location and found that he was driving around in our area. I watched as he went in circles until he parked about a mile from our house at a park. He stayed there for about 30 minutes. I texted him and asked where he went. He never replied to my text. When he finally got home, I asked him where he went in a joking tone, and he mumbled that he was at the gym. And I said, "No, I mean after the gym. You came home from the gym and then left, right?" And he wouldn't give me an answer. I got angry, and when I continued to press, he angrily said, "I don't know, I was just driving around. I'm not sure how to feel right now. It's very odd behavior for him, and we don't typically keep anything like this from each other. It hurts to think that he might have wanted to get away from me. Enough to drive around aimlessly for an hour. I'm totally okay with him having private time. A lot of time he goes into our guest room and shuts the door and I don't bother him. It feels like something more is happening, but I just don't understand what. I'm not the best communicator, but it's something I'm working on. But it's really hard to communicate with a partner that completely shuts down." I broke down crying yesterday about all of it. I explained to him that it makes me feel like I'm an inconvenience when he doesn't respond to me, and that he's not acting like a partner. After a while, he did apologize for making me feel like he doesn't care about me. He said he does care about me and loves me, but he still never gave me more context into why he left the bar or why he was driving around. When I asked about it again, he still said he doesn't want to talk about it. I feel crazy. He wants to go back to acting normal, but I just can't shake that something is off.